Hi there, today I'm going to do a position review on a photograph that someone sent in to me. So let's get started. Hi there, my name is Laura and welcome to another video. If it's your first time here, thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here. And if you'd like to get some ideas on how to improve your riding and training, win more ribbons at your next horse show, or generally like other horse related stuff, then remember to subscribe, hit the bell icon so you don't miss any new videos coming out. So I've been doing a lot of position reviews. People have been sending in their photographs, and I really love to see what you were doing with your horse. It's so much fun to see what you're doing, and I really get a kick out of it, helping you guys, and thank you so much for sending in these photographs. I really love it. And if you'd like to have your own position review done, then make sure you send a photograph to thistleridge@hotmail.com. Thistleridge@hotmail.com. Make sure the photograph is from the side so I can see your body position and your leg position. So shout out to Sadie, and if you'd like to see what Sadie's doing, take a look at her YouTube channel, Jump the Clouds. It's a lot of fun. She's got her and her horse there and what she's doing with her horse. I think she's going to some horse shows, lots of lessons and riding. So go take a look at Jump the Clouds. Shout out to Sadie. Thanks, Sadie, so much for sending in this picture. Let's get to the pictures. And here we go. Right to the pictures. Great photo. You can see her body from the side. There's a little bit of a shadow, but we can really see what her leg is like. Great photo. Number one, her eyes are up, and this is really one of the most important things and one of the first things that the judge sees when you're in the ring. Keep your eyes up. I like the way that she's looking up, looking forward, looking to her next jump, or looking to see what's coming up next, or if there's somebody in front of her or something like that. Whatever it is, she's got her eyes up. Really good. Keeping your eyes up is important because, one, it helps keep your body in line and in balance with what the horse is doing. And number two, when you look down, it just brings your whole body forward and out of alignment. If you have trouble keeping your eyes up, here's a good tip for you. Focus on something that's outside of the ring, something that's really far away. So if you look at something that's inside the ring, a post or something that's inside the ring, that's good. But if you can look at something that's further away, like a tree at the end of the field, or a car parked in the parking lot, or the lemonade stand if you're at the horse show, something to focus on outside the ring, that will even help you get your eyes up more, help you keep your horse straighter, and help keep your body straighter too. So focus on something that's outside of the ring. And what comes after head up? Heels down. So here we go. We're looking at Sadie's heels. Beautiful leg position. And the first thing that comes into my mind when I look at this leg position is, wow, is she ever solid up there? Her leg is solid, her leg is secure, her leg is tight against the horse, her leg is strong. What other adjectives can you use to describe this rider's lower leg position? Put it in the comments below. Make it start with an S, that's even better. I got secure, solid, tight, well that's not an S, strong. What other ones are there? But that's what I thought. First, when I looked at this picture, it was, wow, her leg is really solid up there. Great job with the lower leg. If you have a great lower leg, if you have a solid lower leg, the rest of your jumping position is going to be good as well, because your lower leg is the foundation for your riding position. And let's take a look at her foot in the stirrup. The inside part of her stirrup is on the ball of her foot, and the outside part of the stirrup bar is against her baby toe, and it's beautifully placed on her foot. And that is another reason why her leg is so secure around the horse. Now let's go to the next picture. The next photo, I drew a line from her shoulder to her hip to her knee, just to highlight the angle that her upper body is taking. Her upper body angle and her hip angle. This is what we call her hip angle, from her shoulder to her hip to her knee. And you can see that it's closed nicely so that she can stay with the horse. And let's see what happens when we take the rider off the horse. And you can see when we take the rider off the horse, she looks in balance. And if she were to fall to the ground without the horse, she'd land in balance in a crouching type position. And this is really good. This is what we want to see. You may have noticed in some of the other videos that we've done, if we've taken the horse away, the rider would fall back because they're sitting in a chair position. So we've done it with this rider. You can see she's going to land in balance and on her feet and be able to go. Good job. The other thing is that her seat is over the middle of the saddle and she's not standing up over top of the pommel of the saddle like we've seen in some of the other reviews that we've done. As always, we'd like to see a straight line elbow hand horse's mouth, and in this rider she has her hands beautifully placed on the horse's neck, but they're a little bit high on the horse's neck and it almost makes her arm reach forward. We'd like to have her arm hanging down with her hands securely on the horse's neck in line with the horse's mouth. So this red line shows where her hand is, and the green line shows you where we'd really like to see her. Rather than reaching forward with her hands so much, we'd like to have her hands just dropping down and reaching. Her position isn't bad. Her hands are lovely placed on the neck. She's solid. She's soft with elastic following elbow. It's just some little nitpicky thing that we'd like to have her from her shoulders to her elbows being, when you lean forward, just dropping down rather than reaching up and shoving your hands forward. She's not interfering with the horse. It's just beautiful. It's a really lovely position. If you'd like to have some tips about your riding position, send me an email, thistleridge@hotmail.com. And if you'd like to send in a couple photographs, that'd be great. Just make sure they're from the side so I can see your riding position. That's all. Now let's talk about your horse. What is the first impression you get when you look at this horse? What's the first impression you get when you look at this horse? I get, wow, these two really like each other's company and they really like the job that they're doing. They both look soft. They both look like they know exactly what they're doing. They're looking forward to their next job or their next thing, whatever they have to do. They look like a real team, and that's the first thing I noticed when you look at this picture is, wow, these guys are a team. They really like each other's company. Excellent job. Your horse got a beautiful expression on his face. He's calm and relaxed, looking forward, really liking what he's doing. And here's a good tip for you. If your horse pins its ears when you're going into the hunter ring, that's just going to detract from your score. It may be a lovely jumper and it may have nice striding and go to his fences nicely, but if he's got his ears pinned like he really hates the job that he's doing, that's going to detract from your score. And if you're in a group of horses that look really nicely and have their ears up going forward and really like their job, and your horse comes in with its ears pinned and doesn't really like what it's doing, that's going to show up and your score is going to get dropped down for that. And it looks like you've got a snaffle with cheek pieces. Not sure if that's a French link or whatever the mouthpiece is, but it's my favorite bit. I love that bit. Some people prefer a D-ring snaffle. I just like the cheek pieces. I'm not sure why. I just like the look of it. If you're riding with a snaffle with cheek pieces, it's a great choice. And if you want to know what bit not to use, take a look at this video here where I talk about different types of bits that you should not use in the hunter ring and why not. So your horse, his knees. This is the next thing that I noticed when I looked at this picture. Wow, look how high this horse is lifting up his knees. Holy smokes. Those knees are up past his chin. It's excellent. This is exactly what the judge wants to see. A horse that brings his knees right up. Now it could be the where he is in his jump phase, but it looks like he's opening up his legs, starting to reach down towards the ground. So he is kind of opening up his legs, reaching down towards the ground, so his legs are just open. It does look like he's reaching out a little bit with his legs, and it could be just when the photo was taken. The other thing that Judge likes to see is when they push off from the ground with both hind legs. And you can see in this photograph here that he's pushing off with both hind legs together. In some of the other videos that we did a review, you can see horses that are just pushing off of one leg. And if your horse pushes off just with one leg going over a fence, that's going to be a something that the judge will notice and mark down your score. It's not something that's desirable in the hunters. So when he does lift his knees up, you can see I've put a red line here. He does jump a little bit flat because he does get his knees way up. He's jumping a little flat over his top line. We'd like for him to be a little bit rounder and bascule a little bit more over top of his jumps. I just put a green line where I thought that he could bascule a little bit more over top of his jumps. I'm not sure why he's jumping a little flat. Maybe he's going a little bit fast, so he's got to gallop at it. Maybe he's taking a long spot and reaching, or maybe that's just the way that his form over fences. So he is jumping a little bit flat, and I'm going to give you an exercise that you can use in your next training session so that you can help improve the way your horse is jumping over top of his fences. I just drew this line here so you can see approximately the arc that he takes. This is what you call the arc, and he's basculing is the actual way the horse jumps over top of the jump. So I started on the left hand side where his hind legs are, and I kind of estimated where he would land on the right hand side of the jump. And it looks like he's jumping quite far out from the base of the jump, and we'd like for him to get a little closer to the base of the jump so he uses himself better over top of the fences. So when you look at the next, there we go. So here we have the green line is where we'd like for him to be, and you see on the left there's a green circle that represents a pole, and if you put a placing pole approximately 9 feet from the base of the jump when you're cantering in, that'll help place the horse a little closer to the jump, so when he does jump he's got to arc more over top of the fence and land better on the landing side of the fence. So he comes in, he jumps the pole, gets a little closer to the fence, jumps the fence, and then lands and carries on. Ideally, we'd like to have the horse taking off approximately the height of the jump away from the jump. So if it's a 2'6" jump, you're going to be taking off approximately 2'6" away from the fence. If it's a 3-foot jump, then you're going to be taking off approximately 3 feet from the jump. If it's a 3'6" jump, you're going to be taking off approximately 3'6" away from the jump. So we'd like the horse to get a little closer, put a placing pole approximately 9 feet away from the base of the jump, and that will help you get your horse closer to the jump so he jumps up and arcs more rather than jumping flat. We'd like to have your horse take off a little closer to the base of the jump so that he has to bascule or arc more over top of the jump, giving him a better form over fences. Generally speaking, excellent work. Really love that you sent this photo in. Don't forget to visit Jump the Clouds on YouTube. Do you go to horse shows? Would you like some tips about horse shows? Take a look at this collection. There's a collection of videos right here about horse showing and horse show tips. They're really helpful. Got a lot of great comments about them. If you'd like to have your own position review done, please send me an email with a couple of photographs. Make sure they're from the side. My name is Laura, and if you'd like to get some ideas on how to improve your riding and training, win more ribbons at your next horse show, or generally like other horsey-related stuff, stay tuned. Watch more of these videos because there's lots of good tips here. Now go use this stuff. Go hug your horse. Go use this stuff. Thanks now. Bye.